Welcome to Raw, where WrestleMania is less than 1 month away. It's good old JR Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And tonight's main event is a champion versus champion matchup.
Raw and SmackDown are going head-to-head, and we'll see who blinks.
And I can only imagine that the odds will be stacked against our champion tonight.
Now, what makes you say that? Besides the way he's been treated for the past several months, I mean.
They were under orders to destroy the champion tonight, and they came up short.
That's not a feeling that these two are familiar with, and it shows.
With just over 3 weeks to go until WrestleMania, do you think the champ will make it?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I didn't think he'd make it out of here in one piece.
I don't think you were alone in that. I had some doubts of my own.
All I can say is, I don't know how much longer his luck is going to hold.
Less than 3 weeks remain until WrestleMania. This is Oklahoma's own Jim Ross here with the King of Memphis, Jerry Lawler. And the McMahons have promised the champion a big surprise tonight.
Yeah, knowing them, the champ probably isn't going to like it.
I think that's safe to say. But if the champ can survive 2 more weeks, he's main eventing WrestleMania.
That's a big if, JR. A very big if.
I don't believe it. Is Shane McMahon actually going to compete here tonight against the champion?
That's what it looks like to me. And from the looks of things, he's coming out here by himself.
And here comes the champion.
Uh-oh, looks like Shano wasn't alone after all.
Damn it, I knew something like this was going to happen.
Yeah? Well, why didn't you warn him then?
The McMahons never hesitate to get someone else to do their dirty work for them.
Hey, if you were as rich and powerful as they are, you wouldn't lift a finger if you didn't have to. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway? You can't blame the superstars for looking under the ring for weapons. Anything you find under there can be a huge help.
For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the dared...
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
I'd be surprised if there was a single person in this arena who didn't, King.
Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
Good grief! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue. I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake.
And now a pin. This could be it. 2.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time...
What a vicious chair shot.
That chair was never meant to be used like that, JR.
Oh my, he's bleeding. That's an unfortunate side effect of this very physical competition.
An unfortunate side effect? JR, this is what it's all about. Beating your opponent to a pulp.
I'd like to think there's a little bit more to it than that, King. These are professional athletes, not street thugs. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being...
He saw that one coming.
He's a slippery devil. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has...
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you can come down that hurt.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. 2, 3. Boy, what a match. Shane O'Mac is not taking that loss well at all.
Are you surprised? The McMahons don't have a lot of experience with not getting their way.
And I think that only increases their dislike for the champion.
There aren't many people who can tell the McMahons no and make it stick.
But can he stick it out just 2 more weeks until WrestleMania?
It's coming right down to the wire. He's going to have to pull out all the stops.
I can't believe you actually had the audacity to invade the overseas tour like that. I hope you realize that you've just made things even worse for yourself. Wait until you hear what my dad has planned for you.
We are less than 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And tonight, the battle continues between the champion and the McMahon's enforcers.
It's do or die time. If the McMahons want to stop him from going to WrestleMania, they'd better do it soon.
The McMahons have to be getting frustrated by now.
And the worse their mood gets, the worse things get for all of us.
The champion is beaten like a government mule, but unbroken. And he looks like he's ready for more.
If he's serious, then he's even dumber than I thought. He's lucky he survived that beating.
But there's still over a week to go between now and WrestleMania.
Yeah, and anything can happen in the WWE, as we've seen many times.
Will the champion be able to hang on to his title at WrestleMania?
I'm more interested in finding out whether or not he'll even make it to WrestleMania.
We are just 6 days away from the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. It's JR and the King at ringside, and we've got a WrestleMania-worthy main event tonight.
That's right. The champion versus the challenger in a non-title last man standing match.
And a brutal match like this doesn't favor either competitor this close to WrestleMania.
It sure doesn't. I'd be surprised if either one of them make it to WrestleMania this Sunday.
He's taking advantage of every opportunity to weaken the champion. And tonight is his last chance to inflict damage before WrestleMania.
And inflicting damage is what this man is all about. The champ's in for a world of hurt tonight.
The champion has been hounded by the McMahon's enforcers for weeks. Can he survive this final challenge and go on to WrestleMania?
If he wants any chance of defending his championship, he's got to do better than survive. He's got to win without suffering an injury.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff under the ring, and all of it can inflict a lot of damage on an opponent. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR.
Good grief! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue.
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross. What a vicious chair shot!
That chair was never meant to be used like that, JR.
I hope he's not looking for a weapon. That could do some serious damage. Sounds like this crowd.
He countered that one perfectly. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
I'd be surprised if there was a single person in this arena who didn't, King.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
Oh, boy. This looks like an all-or-nothing move. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their heart. I think someone's looking for a weapon under the ring. This could get ugly.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude.
Look at that! He's bleeding like a stuck pig!
The referee had better get in there and take a look at that. We may need to stop this match.
Stop the match? Are you crazy, JR? It's just getting interesting.
1, 2.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
I want you to savor this victory. Enjoy it, because it's the last one you're gonna have for a long, long time. You spent everything you had on this match. Look at you. You could barely stand. You won't even be able to make it to the ring at WrestleMania, much less defend your championship. But I can't wait to watch you try.
I hate to agree with Mr. McMahon, so I won't. We'll find out this Sunday at WrestleMania.
Don't worry, I won't be at the last man standing match. You might think that's because Mr. McMahon wants me fresh for WrestleMania. And you'd be half right. But the real reason is, our guy doesn't need any help putting you down for the count.
It's the greatest extravaganza in sports entertainment. Welcome to WrestleMania.
It's also the night when the McMahons will finally get their revenge.
The champion has been hounded relentlessly for months. One way or another, it all ends here.
Yeah, in Hell in a Cell, the most diabolical match ever invented.
The most powerful forces in sports entertainment collide tonight, right here at WrestleMania. I don't even want to think about how humiliating it would be for SmackDown's champion to beat our champ in the main event at WrestleMania.
It disgusts me too, but let's face it, we'd better get comfortable with the idea, because that's probably what's going to happen.
He has endured the worst the McMahons have had to throw at him for months now. Hell in a Cell is his final challenge. Does he have what it takes to end this once and for all?
Honestly, I doubt it. I give him credit for getting this far, but let's face it, this is the end of the line.
He countered that one perfectly.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
He countered that and made it look easy.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretch. Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you can come down that hurt. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the daredevil antics of Jeff Hardy.
And you'd think that after all this time, Jeff might think,
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these.
And here's the pin.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't.
I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake.
What a phenomenon is the...
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
Great.
Man.
I don't believe what I'm seeing. He did it. He retained the championship.
I knew he could do it. I was backing him all along.
King, I'm in such a good mood that I'm just going to let that one slide.
And I'm in such a good mood that I'm just going to pretend you didn't just accuse me of being less than truthful, JR.
I have to think that even Mr. McMahon has to realize that this man is a force to be reckoned with.
Mr. McMahon's a smart enough businessman to know when to write off a loss, and I don't see how he can do anything else after this.
What an incredible night for Raw, and for that man right there.
After tonight, no one can say that he's not the best of the best. My crown is off to him.
Don't expect any congratulations from me. You got damn lucky tonight. Just like you've been lucky for the past few months. But sooner or later, your luck will run out, my friend. You might have won a major battle tonight, but it's Vincent Kennedy McMahon who will win this war. I guarantee it.
Congratulations, champ. That was absolutely unbelievable. I can't wait to come back to work with you as my champion. There's a lot of money to be made, and we are gonna make it.
Congratulations! Everybody said you didn't stand a chance, but I knew you'd prove them all wrong. Call me sometime if you want to go out and celebrate.
I've got some advice for you, champ. You've got a championship, and I expect you to defend it vigorously. And if the competition's too stiff for you, we've got an entire locker room of superstars who would be happy to take over.
Hey, champ, this is the coach, Mr. McMahon's executive assistant in charge of Raw. Now listen, Backlash is only a month away, and I'm counting on you to carry the pay-per-view. If you can't do that, I'll find another superstar who can handle the pressure.
You know, if I was a champion, I wouldn't wait for the general manager to find me an opponent. I would challenge the toughest superstars on the roster to earn the, como se dice, respect. So who would you pick, champ?